I want to talk about something that's been on my mind. I want to talk about being a stepdaddy. What's good, Derek, Champ, Argerine, Steven, what's up? Make sure y'all get the likes up. We're gonna talk about stepdaddies, okay? We're gonna talk about stepdaddies. Umar Johnson has had some interesting things to say. And this might be sort of like a rebuttal. As a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna clip and post this because I need y'all to hear my thoughts on being a stepdaddy and the cult of stepdaddyism. We have a cult. What's up, young boy? We have a cult of stepdaddyism. The cult of stepdaddyism is getting out of hand. Okay, you got Umar Johnson. All right, Anthony, appreciate that. You got Umar Johnson and the guys like him. And what's funny is not very many guys who are that vocal about being a stepdaddy. Y'all got to understand something, okay? A man, especially men of today, are not obligated. And again, I think Umar's an interesting guy, right? Men are not obligated to be a stepdaddy, okay? If a woman is giving her body away to men who want nothing to do with her long term, it's not for the next man to step in and play stepdaddy. I'm sorry. You have to be a fool to think that. And maybe he is a fool, He's a guy, and again, I have nothing against Umar. I see what he's doing. But I find it interesting. And again, we're gonna get into Cardi, but I gotta talk about this. The stepdaddyism is getting bad out here. You got women who they know a good man from a not so good man. These women know what type of men to get with, and they know what type of men to stay away from. But you have a lot of these women who continuously deal with men that they should not be dealing with. You know why? Because they know that because of the cult of stepdaddies, the cult of stepdaddyism, there's always going to be a man ready to save her. Shout out to appreciate that. Of course, because his platform is speaking directly to the black woman, because only black women are really going to follow him and really financially support him, and he understands that, And in regards to the cult of the stepdaddy, I think that guys like Umar want men to fix the mistakes that these women make. Now, the children themselves are not mistakes, but the people who have those children, I believe they made a mistake in procreating and having those kids, because once those kids are here, the mother can't take care of the child by themselves. The father's not there, but we're supposed to step in and take care of somebody else's child. I'm sorry, in 2023, the way that these heifers are built, it's not our job to save them. I know that hurts the cult of stepdaddyism, but men are not, especially men who don't have children. A man that doesn't have kids should not even be trying to be a stepdaddy to none of these heifers, because if she wanted a good man, a decent man who actually was protecting himself, then she would have got with that type of man. But these women date these dysfunctional males for a long time, and when they realize those men are not going to step in and be their husbands, they put other men in front of those children. What's good, pretty gangster? Yeah, because I want to speak on this first, because again, we're going to get to Cardi. Get the likes up, people. We're going to get to her because this all can tie in together. Because you got Cardi B, who thinks that some man is going to step in and be a stepdaddy to her kids. The way she talking, the spicy way she talking like she got everything planned if her and Offset were to divorce. So this all ties in, but I want to say this. I did a video about Ava Marcel. Y'all know Ava Marcel? She is the model, reality TV personality. She recently left her husband, a man who was a stepdaddy to her children. He stepped in, right? He did what Umar Johnson has wanted black men to do, and that was step up and be a husband to that woman who had gotten out of a dysfunctional relationship, according to her, and also said, you know what? Those aren't my stepkids. Those are my kids. I'm going to embrace them as if they're my children. And you know what Ava did? Ava said, you know what? I'm tired of being married. No, I'm just paraphrasing. This is me. But I believe in her mind, she says, you know what? I'm bored. I'm bored. I don't want to be married to this nice guy. And she left him. And the guy has been trying to fix the marriage. Ava wants nothing to do with him because she likes dysfunctional men. Once a woman dates a dysfunctional man, she's always going to have a taste for it. She doesn't know what being a good man is. And y'all got to stop trying to save these heifers. Y'all got to do your research into these heifers. A lot of these heifers are broken. What's good, Jay Thomas? A lot of these heifers are broken, and they are broken beyond repair. You can't fix them. There's nothing you can do for them. Throw in the towel. It's over. It's done. Salute to Zeke. Right. And then you got guys like Umar that's saying, I want you to save these women from themselves. No. I'm not trying to save them from themselves. They need to save themselves. Why you think there's something called save yourself black man? We need save yourself black woman. But a lot of you melanated women want excuses. You want people to overlook your flaws, and you have a lot of them. I mean, you wear your flaws on your sleeve. That's why I wish a lot of men would actually pay attention to that instead of trying to pay attention to their bodies and how they look. A lot of you guys get caught up in the looks, and then you end up just like Ava Marcel's ex-husband, looking crazy, right? Because you thought that you were gonna save her from her quote unquote abusive ex. And what does she do? After you've embraced her and you embrace her kids by another man, she leaves you because she's bored and you're not really her type. You're not really her type. She doesn't benefit from being with you anymore. Right? She got the validation she needs. Now she's ready to move on. I guarantee you the next guy Ava Marcel gets with is going to be the complete opposite of the man that she's with now. I absolutely appreciate that. I believe they have been good stepdads. Look at Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush had a stepfather that was there for him when he was younger. So there have been instances where they have been good stepdads, but we're talking about the older generation. Nowadays, these women are having children by these dysfunctional men. You know what they do? They go and they get with an even more dysfunctional man. They get with an even more dysfunctional man. And that is why I tell y'all, you got to look at a woman's dating history. If she's telling you about how her one ex is in jail, the other's in the streets and he's absentee, he got like 5 or 6 baby mamas. You got to really read women and see, do I see this woman as something short term or do I see something as a long term? But a lot of these women have a taste for dysfunction and they're not going back. Okay. You can believe their nonsense and their lies, but a lot of these women are who they are. They are who they are, and they don't plan on changing anytime soon. They really don't. And I think you got a lot of baggage that goes into play. A lot of these women have so much baggage. It's just too much for a lot of men who have their shit together. Because a lot of men who have themselves together, they're already focusing on themselves, right? But then you bring a woman along, okay, but what if she has children? What type of men do she have children by? That, men have to take that into consideration. A lot of these women have dated a lot of crazy men. And they know these dudes are crazy. They know these dudes are crazy. And they get with them anyway. And then when they waste the best years of their lives physically with these men and they realize that the wall is near, now all of a sudden they want to make these changes. Now all of a sudden they want a different outcome and they want things to change. But what happens when it's too late?